Wow. Heroes in their own right. A group of doctors from the Victoria Jubilee Hospital successfully performed a much-needed blood transfusion on an unborn baby whose mother was facing pregnancy complications. And a few of those fantastic doctors are here with us this morning. We welcome to the Smile Set surgeons with the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. Dr. Cleon Kelly is here, Dr. Leroy Campbell, and in the middle, Dr. Claudia Allen Burton, the rose among the thorns. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Morning.
I'm going to start with you, Dr. Campbell, because we spoke when this is the second time the surgery is being done. We spoke ourselves, myself, you, and Dr. Campbell spoke when this Dr. Kelly, when this first happened in 2017. So this is the second go around for you both.
Right.
So obviously you would have gone in a little more confident this time round that you knew what you were doing. Give us the circumstances of as much as you can tell, because obviously.
Right. So essentially, the case here was a patient who had what we call rhesus isoimmunization. Fancy term, but to simplify it, essentially, when there's a difference between the mother and the baby's blood group, the mother can begin to form chemicals called antibodies against the baby's blood cells. And that's really what was happening here. And the concern with that is that those antibodies can destroy the baby's red blood cells, causing that baby to become very anemic. And when that happens, that baby can go into heart failure. And of course, the major complication concern is death. The options there is that one, we can deliver that baby and offer that transfusion to the baby when it's out, or offer a transfusion on the inside if the baby is too premature to survive on the outside. Our concern in this case was prematurity.
Right, so how far along was the mother?
So she was just probably about 32 weeks.
32 weeks, and that was still too early.
I mean, our neonatal services are coming along, but still 32 weeks is difficult to so even 2 weeks would have been good, so we decided to go ahead and try to offer this procedure. It's done overseas, but of course the financial constraints would have prevented her from accessing this in the US or Canada. And so it's similar to the last case.
It's so comforting that we have doctors here who we know will be able to do it and do it well. We just have to take our hats off to all of you who sit on our couch for the yeoman service you do every day, especially at the hospitals like Victoria and KPH.
Before you go ahead, I just want to make a point. Yes, we did the surgery, but it's a team effort.
Yes, because the room, we were talking earlier, the room was full, you said.
We have our laboratory staff who have to prepare the blood for us, because it's specially prepared blood. Our nurses who put things together, the janitorial staff. We have the operations team who get us the equipment. So, there's no way for us to get this kind of thing done as a one-man show. It's really a team effort, and it's a reflection of the health system on a whole.
Dr. Kelly, how early can you tell that this is happening with mother and child?
So, it depends. A patient who would have had a previous history of a similar incident, usually you'll monitor them a little earlier. So usually probably like about 18 weeks. Because usually at that time, or prior to 18 weeks, it would be very difficult to transfuse such a child. So usually monitor them around that time. But in a patient who have never had that complication in a previous pregnancy, but who's rhesus negative, that patient, once there's the blood test that suggests that she started to develop antibodies, which Dr. Campbell mentioned, that can potentially affect the fetus, then you start monitoring them on ultrasound around about 24 weeks. 24 weeks just to ensure.
And you would identify that through blood tests?
Well, we start. So actually, the ultrasound is what gives us an idea of the potential how anemic the patient is.
So the blood tests help to know whether the baby
at surgery.
They're at risk.
Okay. So Dr. Allen Burton, your first time in this room doing such a life-changing surgery. What was that like for you? What was the process like for those of us who weren't there? How long was it? How involved was it?
Okay, so the actual surgical time was just a small fraction of all the work that had to go in. So it was days of preparation moving equipment, moving the ultrasound machine, the precious ultrasound machine, getting a lot of persons on board to assist the blood bank. I mean, for days I've been calling the blood bank just to ensure that we had enough blood, we had the right amount
You
of
have
blood.
to check the blood
Yes,
because
it
you're
was
giving
a
the blood to a
yes,
baby.
yes,
and-
yes, yes. So it took quite a bit. So the background work is what took most of the time. But the actual procedure itself was probably an hour.
Oh, yeah.
An hour.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And what do you feel during that hour?
Wow. We felt a lot of emotions because the weight of mommy and baby, you know, we felt the weight of that. She started out the process. She was awake. Then eventually, I guess she became a little jittery, so we had to put her to sleep.
Oh, gosh.
And then it was heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that probably weighed a little heavy on us was the fact that, I mean, in the previous procedure, we had Dr. Peck, who was pretty much doing these procedures on a weekly basis.
That gave us a
And
little
no,
more
right, so we had
confidence,
some,
but
no, it was us.
In the driver's
We
seat.
had to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's one of the major.
And the consequences of failure. That's always the pressure.
Right.
You know, if
Right.
it doesn't work, what does it mean?
Wow.
I think, yeah.
Well, you can't think about
thank
that while you're in there, eh?
Well, we have
You
to
just
do our
look at
part
getting it
and
done.
focus on what.
And then with all those risks and the inherent involvement in what it is that you do, the feeling of accomplishment when you're done and you realize it's gone right, that must feel like, of course you can breathe, you can exhale. You were clapping in
Yes,
there?
the entire room.
As I told you, there are many eyes.
So how are mommy and baby doing now?
Well, so far so good. It's up to the pediatricians to help us and to help mommy and baby now to see, you know, we can have a good outcome.
Yeah, how far along is mommy now?
34 plus.
Okay, so
Almost
this is
35
this is like
weeks,
2
so-
weeks ago you guys did it.
Right.
Wow, so it's still fresh. But you did what you had to do, and they
Give
should
thanks.
be okay.
We give thanks.
Wow, amazing. Those hands, guys. Those are, your hands are insured, right?
You talk to a financial advisor.
I'm just saying, Wendy Wallace will take care of that for you. I mean, we laugh, but really and truly, we are so grateful to you for what you have done. And let me tell you, Jamaican doctors, anywhere in the world you put them, they just shine and outshine others. Don't tell anybody I said that, but it's true. And this procedure, doing it for the second time, when you do it again, doctors, you'll be good. No Dr. Peck, don't need Dr. Peck again. You can do this. Thank you so much for what you have done. Is there anything you want to say to mommy and baby before we go?
Well, we
And to your team?
We want to say thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, the
very
reality of it is that what this really speaks to is what we can accomplish as a people when we work together. You know, it takes a team to make the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream
And,
work. Team.
you know.
Yeah, together everybody achieves more. Thank you very much, docs. Appreciate it. Have a great day today. Surgeons with the Victoria Jubilee Hospital, Dr. Cleon Kelly, Dr. Leroy Campbell, and Dr. Claudia Allen Burton. Up next, it is time for some girl talk. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.